you're new in this work or you've been in practice for years, it's very easy to wonder if you're simply repeating what you've been taught or if you're actually shaping a style that's authentically yours. Your voice isn't just about the words that you use, it's how you hold space, it's the lens through which you see your clients, it's the way you present yourself to the world. All right. With your voice, there's a couple of important things to chat about in the realm of finding your voice as a practitioner, and how do we find our voice. And I think the first thing is what voice means in practice. And when I say finding your voice as a practitioner, I don't just mean like your literal speaking voice. Obviously, you know how to talk, although that's absolutely a part of us. Your voice is your style of practice. How do you hold your sessions? What's your natural rhythm? Are you structured, or are you more intuitive and flow style? Do you lean towards depth and philosophy, or do you rely on practical tools and sort of quick, short shifts? How do you want your clients to feel after working with you? Do you want them to feel like they've been soothed or energized or challenged on what it is that they're facing, or transformed? Um, you know, Back when I did my teacher training, my yoga teacher training, I think this is a really great example. Um, our main facilitator, one of the lessons that she did, she spoke about, our voice, because obviously we're talking and we're cueing and we're doing the whole thing, and how important it is to find your own style, to become your own teacher. And she shared with us how often after trainings that she'd done with the past students, she would go and sit in on their classes and see how they were doing like months later on, and they were using the exact same language as her, the same cueing that she used, even the same intonations. And while it showed that they respected her, it often came across as unnatural because it didn't fit in their body, in their energy, in their teaching style, who they were authentically. And it's completely natural when we admire a teacher or a mentor and we want to emulate them or emulate aspects of them that we respect, but in the process we risk losing our own voice. And as practitioners, authenticity is everything. Our medicine doesn't come from copying someone else's, it comes from how we live and express the teachings through our own being. So your voice is very much rooted in who are you, who is the authentic practitioner behind the voice. Let's chat about AI, and in the context of amplifying your voice. I mean, we can't ignore the conversation around AI right now. It's everywhere. And absolutely in spiritual and practitioner spaces, I work with AI. It is a phenomenal assistant. It's a great tool. And that's true. AI can be a tool for clarity, for brainstorming, for polishing up posts and articles, but it can't, and it absolutely shouldn't replace your voice. AI should never replace who you are. And if you let AI generate all of your content, or your ideas, or your responses, then you lose the very thing that makes your practice unique. You are what makes your practice unique. But when you use AI consciously, it can actually be incredibly helpful to refine what you already know and amplify what is authentic. So think of it like this. AI is a mirror of sorts that can reflect back your thoughts in different new ways that you hadn't thought of. It can help structure your ideas, maybe sharpen and refine your language, but it doesn't carry your lived experiences, your intuitions, your trainings, your energy, your knowledge, your wisdom. That's where your voice lives, and that's something no tool can replicate. So when you're finding your practitioner voice, use AI to clarify. Let it help you brainstorm. Let it help you, map out your content calendars. But never use it as a substitute for you. AI will never be you, no matter how good AI gets. All right. Let's chat about style, brand, and how you present yourself to the world, because this also fits into the topic of finding your voice. Your voice comes through in how you present yourself. So think about all the front-facing elements that speak for you before you've even opened your mouth, okay? Think of your brand colors, your logos, your fonts, your websites. Like think of all of those things that are front-facing representations of the practitioner, healer, medicine person that you are. And think about your social presence. How are you presenting yourself on social media, on your different channels? Are they representing you, or a perceived version of you? These aren't just surface things. They're part of how clients are going to experience you. They carry the energy of your practice before someone has even thought of booking a session with you. And they should feel like an extension of you, your authentic self, not, costume that you put on, or a pretty facade that you put on. They really should be a representation of your authentic self. So ask, if someone only saw your Instagram feed or only saw your website, would they get a good sense of you as a practitioner and your style, your voice? Or would they just see a template that anyone could just, copy and paste? Are you copying and pasting from other people, or are you coming through as your authentic self? So let's chat about a couple of ways for refining and embodying your authentic voice, because this really is so important for you as a practitioner, because authenticity really is everything. Reflect on your lineages, your teachers, your influencers, who taught you, what traditions do you draw from, and then ask, what do you add that is uniquely yours? So you saw Reiki, you come from that lineage, but what makes you unique as a Reiki practitioner? And notice your natural style in sessions. Are you more of a guide, a teacher, a mirror, challenger, healer? Pay attention to what comes most naturally for you in sessions. How are you interacting with people? And experiment with expression. Write posts, record short videos, play with different tones until you feel that click of authenticity. Don't strive for perfection. Like we are not looking for perfection, we are looking for authenticity. Wildly different things. And check in with your body. Your voice isn't only in your words. When you speak or write in alignment with your truth, your nervous system relaxes. When you're performing or copying or trying to be someone else, you're going to have tension, and it's probably going to come through in your videos and your posts, and people will see it. So use tools, don't hide behind them. Use AI, work with templates, work with scripts. They're all there to make you more efficient. They're time savers. They're there to support your expression, not replace your expression. Okay, they're not there to change who you are. All right, but absolutely use these tools, use them to your advantage. So when you ask yourself, how do I find my voice as a practitioner? Remember that it's not about constructing this perfect brand or sounding like the teachers that you admire, or trying to emulate what it is that they've done. It really is about listening deeply to who you are, how you hold space, and how you want to show up in the world. How do you want to be seen in the world? How do you want to present yourself in the world? Your voice is already there. It just needs space and practice to come through. And use tools like AI wisely, use templates wisely, shape your visual presence intentionally, and always check back with your authentic self. Okay, always check in with that authenticity, because that is the key component here. That's where your power as a practitioner really, really lives.